What is going on, guys? Welcome to GregglesTV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. Welcome back, guys, to my house, to your house, everywhere in between. I'm back from my vacation. I had a great time. It was really, really beautiful in Mendocino and Fort Bragg. Mendocino way more pretty, but both were very pretty places, both right next to each other. Northern California, if you get the chance to go, you'll really, really like the scenery. There's really easy paths to walk through and all kinds of cool ocean views. So definitely a must-see if you get the chance to go there. Also, before I even get started to the news, look what came, my Galaxy Note 8. So far, I'm pretty much liking it. Is that definitely a difference between this and the HTC U11? I can definitely feel better quality in this, but you know, I've had this for about less than a day, but so far I'm liking it a lot. I'll do a video probably tomorrow about this phone and we'll let you know what I think just based off 24 hours of use. Let's get into the news. I'm gonna do two news videos today, and the first one, this one, is gonna be all Apple. I'll do another one which will be mostly Android in the other one. So let's get into it. Apple did their huge announcement today on their iPhone products, new Apple TV, new watch, and some new accessories. So let's get into it. The first is about the Apple Watch 3. Now, the cool thing about the new Apple Watch is it's gonna come pre-bundled inside with LTE, so you can use it separately from your iPhone. It'll also include a faster dual-core processor. It's about the same size as the Series 2 models. Some of the colors it comes in is gold, silver, space gray aluminum, silver, or space black stainless steel. Prices are for the Wi-Fi GPS model, that's $329, and for the Wi-Fi GPS cellular model, that is gonna start at $399. Pre-orders start September 15th, and you'll actually have it in hand by September 22nd. Next up is Apple TV 4K. That's right, Apple finally made a TV box that can do 4K video just 2 years later than everybody else. But hey, they did it, which is really cool, and this is what it's all about. Like I said, the Apple TV 4K will be able to handle 4K video and HDR, and it's powered by their faster A10X chip. The 4K model is available in two storage sizes, 32 and 64 gigabytes of storage, and will range in price from $179 to $199. You can pre-order it on September 15th, and it'll be available on September 22nd. And any purchases that you made for HD titles on iTunes will automatically convert to 4K HDR if they're available. Next up is the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. Now you're probably saying, I thought there was an iPhone. Well, there's actually gonna be three iPhones, iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and iPhone X. Let's talk about the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. Now, the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus will look very similar to the previous iPhones that you've seen in the past, with a home button on the front, which will also double as a fingerprint sensor, and then all the buttons in the same spots as usual, and cameras in the same spots as usual. They're IP67 dust and water resistant. The three colors they come in are silver, space gray, and a new gold finish, which I actually really like. Looks really nice. Screen sizes on the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus are 4.7 and 5.5, and they'll be full HD displays. They come with Apple's new A11 Bionic chip, which is their smartest chip ever in a smartphone, packed with more advanced cameras with portrait mode and portrait lighting, and the highest quality video capture in a smartphone. They also include wireless charging and AR optimization. One of the cool things about all the iPhones announced today is they can actually record video in 4K 60 frames per second, something I don't know if any Android phones can do currently. iPhone 8s will be available in 64 and 256 gigabyte storages, and the prices for those are $699 and $849. And then the 8 Plus, again, 64 gigabytes and 256 gigabytes, and will be priced $799 and $949. You can pre-order these devices on September 15th, and they launch September 22nd. Now, before we talk about the iPhone X, there is another product accessory that they will be launching, looks like in 2018, called the Air Power. Now, there's no price or specific release date. They just said 2018, but basically what it allows you to do is charge 3 devices at once, have it be a watch, your AirPods, and your iPhone, and it can do it wirelessly just like you could with any other Qi wireless device. And the last product they announced today, they said, and one more thing, and they did that because Steve Jobs used to do that, and it's awesome because, you know, the last time that they released their first iPhone was 10 years ago, and Steve Jobs did it. And it was just kind of fitting, and it was, you know, they opened up the new Steve Jobs Theater at Apple, and it was just, overall, it was a pretty good experience for what I saw. I mean, I'm not in love with iPhones, but the presentation they give off, it does give me chills, I will say that much. So the iPhone X was announced, and this is what it is all about. So we'll have that 5.8-inch Super Retina OLED edge-to-edge display. The resolution on that is 2436 by 1125, and the PPI is 458, includes HDR10, Dolby Vision, and True Tone support. They got rid of the fingerprint sensor and have replaced it with Face ID, so you just hold your phone up to your face and it'll unlock. The camera on the back of all these iPhones is a 12 megapixel rear camera with a 1.8 aperture. This phone also has built-in wireless charging, comes in storage sizes of 64 and 256 gigabytes. The price starts off at $999 and works its way up. From there, you can pre-order on October 27th and it'll ship on November 3rd. So no real big surprises coming out from Apple. Everything that they announced today, we kind of pretty much have known. I've been talking about it for the last couple weeks and months here, so nothing was really big. I think the biggest thing from this was knowing that there was actually a pink color coming out rather than a copper. I didn't see any copper colors coming out, which I am actually pleased with because I didn't like that copper color anyway, but yeah, definitely the pink color is coming out. I think they're stepping in the right direction, going with the new iPhone X, which is getting rid of the physical home button, and all the buttons will be on the screen except for the volume keys and the power. But you know, they're doing that so that obviously they can make these phones, you know, skinnier and just easier to hold in your hand and easier to control, and also less wear and tear on those buttons as well because everything's on the screen. You'll swipe up from the top to get rid of that screen, and then you swipe up slightly to bring up your recent apps. So there's some cool things that they're doing. We'll see if people with the learning curve have issues with that or not, but I think Apple's stepping in the right direction. Also, those iPhone 8s, if they had 2K displays, I think those would sell a lot better. Obviously, they don't want those to sell a lot better probably, but the prices on those are pretty decent, especially if you go with the 64 gigabyte storage unit, which most people don't need anything more than that. And then they're also gonna have the iPhone 6s and SEs and stuff, and those are even lower price. So iPhone is really jumping up in terms of being able to get phones that are really good phones at a really decent price. And then the iPhone X, I think, looks for the most part decent. I'm not a huge iPhone person, but it's definitely looking pretty good. The iPhone 8s look good, and then obviously they have their whole other models that they've released in the past. iPhone and the Apple TV 4K is going in the right direction, going into 4K, and then they're also going to have some live sports and news things in their alerts so that you can get those. So a lot of these things are software based, so it's not like, you know, Android or Samsung or any other manufacturer can't do what Apple's doing, because they could, because I'm assuming that, like, for instance, a Note 8 could do 4K 60 frames per second. It's just a matter of actually updating the phone so that it actually has that option. So guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every single day. Let me know what you thought about the new iPhone X and any other of the products that Apple announced today. I want to know what your opinion is. Thanks for watching. And also, before I forget, some of you guys have actually already purchased, I'll send you thank you notes personally, but I wanted to thank you on video too. Some of you have already sent me, me and my family, my baby mama, gifts for our baby. So thank you so much for that. You'd be like baby shower gifts. So thank you so much. Duke, I know you're one of them. So dude, so thank you so much. You're always a friggin' supportful person for my show. Thank you so much, dude. Seriously, a genuinely nice guy, even without gifts. He's a really helpful and cool guy, as most of you are as well. And I know somebody else did as well, which I will, I'm forgetting your name, but thank you so much. You will get thank you gifts. Thank you cards. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you down the road. Peace.